Better luck next year.
The next segment we are in now is a brand new segment called the 5-Step Drop. And we are going to be very, very excited to share this with you guys. It's just a real quick, it's 5 random things that we have thought of. It's going to be something new every show.
The Blitz is on.
The Blitz is on. This is going to be real quick, folks. Something to really, this is a thinker. This is a thinker for you. And our 5-step drop for this week is going to be what?
We're doing best foods to eat while drinking.
Best foods to eat while drinking. I will go ahead and start. Pizza is clearly the obvious. You know, if you're having a long week, you want a nice beer and a good hot slice of
Pizza, great option. I'm gonna go with corn nuts. Nice crunchy, salty corn nuts. Maxwell?
Otter Pops.
What?
Otter Pops.
Otter Pops. All right.
That's not even a curveball. That's a knuckleball. I've never heard of anyone like, I'm going to have a nice tall one and then an Otter Pop to go along the side.
Mark, that rush is on.
Sorry. Mine next one is, I'm going to go with chips and dip, a nice cheese dip.
Oh, yeah.
It can be any kind of dip, but chips and dip. You can maybe even nachos.
Finally, 5-step drop. The rush is on. I'm going to bring this international. When sipping on a fine wine, there's nothing like sampling some cheese. There's nothing like sampling some cheese and olives.
Interesting choice. And so interesting, in fact, we are going to go ahead and end it there on cheese and olives. I would never eat that. That is the 5-step drop, folks. We'll clean that up in later episodes. Right now, though, we will go into the last segment. It is getting to be baseball time. Your local Mariners start here on the 31st, so under 2 weeks now. We're just going to go ahead, kind of fairly rapid-fire section. I almost said section, which is not what I meant to say. Session. And you have to pay for those, too. Anyway, on who you're going to think, what teams you guys like. We'll start right now. The overall, who do you think is going to be MVP of the AL and the NL? I will start with that. I think finally this is the year that Mike Trout does get the vote over Cabrera. I mean, you could go either way with these two. I think they're clearly the best two in the game. And then on the NL side, I think I'm going to go a little crazy, and I think Carlos Gonzalez of the Rockies, he is steady Eddie. I know people say he gets hurt, but his numbers from last year, if he can do the same thing, I think he's the guy here.
I'm going Atlanta Braves, Freddie Freeman.
Oh,
he's a monster with a great left-handed swing, a lot of home run power. And in the AL, I am going Alex Rodriguez. Alan?
Alex Rodriguez? No way.
Great pick.
Sleeper.
I took a look at what the odds are at right now. Mike Trout's at 5-1 odds.
What's Cabrera?
Cabrera's at 6-1.
Wow.
Just
tight race.
And so I'm going Mike Trout in the AL and
what were some of the other odds for the AL?
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Really?
12-1. Next up.
Red Sox?
No, Yankees now.
Yankees now?
Yeah.
I believe it's Evan Longoria.
Eva.
Oh, it's Eva. Eva Longoria, 14-1. And our very own Robinson Cano, 14-1.
Wow.
So he is. That puts him at 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth in line at
Where do they have Albert Bell on that list?
I did not go down that far.
Albert Bell, what a slugger. What a slugger he was back in the day. He was no Ron Gant of the NL, but he was quite a character. Now, let's just go World Series, real quick matchup. In my neck of the woods, I think the Tigers are going to get there because the Tigers, they're just loaded.
They get there.
And man, they've got, such just the best player going. I did say Trout would win the MVP, but Cabrera is just unbelievable. And my surprise pick in the NL, they got a new pitcher, used to be a Mariner, my guy, Doug Fister with the Washington Nationals. He's going to get there. Nationals, Tigers. I have the Tigers winning the whole thing, though, but I think my man Doug Fister is going to get them there.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Tigers too, Mark, but I don't have them playing the Nationals. I have them playing the Dodgers. Take a look at this Dodgers lineup here.
Nasty.
Outfield alone, Puig, Crawford, Matt Kemp, and how about an all-star on your bench and Andre Ethier? How pathetic is that? Infield, Hanley Ramirez, Adrian Gonzalez. I've just named, what, 6 straight All-Stars?
Yeah.
Not to mention the Cy Young, Clayton Kershaw, Zach Greinke, and Dan Herron. Dodgers, Tigers. I'll give it to the Dodgers finally. Magic Johnson has officially paid for a World Series ring. Congrats. Ruining baseball.
He outdid the Yankees. Yankees West wins the World Series.
Tough to argue with that point in the NL, Max, but I like to go with that all too familiar Midwest classic, the Detroit Tigers versus the St. Louis Cardinals.
Wow. So we're all going Tigers.
We are all going Tigers, yeah. They're a dominant team. What can you say?
And who do you have winning over the Cardinals, who keep making it every year?
Yeah, you know what? They probably are due, but I'm going to go with the Tigers winning it all.
Do we think the Pirates make the playoffs this year?
I was going to say the Pirates are probably going to... I was going to throw you a wild card and put them in the World Series, but that's not going to happen.
I think they'll make it.
I think they'll make the playoffs.
I definitely think they'll make it. I think the age of futility is going to be over for them for a little while now.
Which team from the AL West makes it?
I really like the Rangers. I know people aren't keen on their pitching, but they have Chu now as a guy who's get on base, and Fielder is a left-handed power bat in that park. Has the potential to hit 1,000 home runs in a season.
I'm sad to say that I think it's going to be the Angels. They had some growing pains as far as their connection last year, just molding together as a team. But this year they're going to say, hey, let's do this year what we were supposed to do last year.
They're loaded.
Yeah, they might. I mean, they could be a viable option for the AL representative in the World Series.
Don't forget the A's have won the last 2 divisions.
Yeah,
Everyone forgets the A's, and
They're done. They're done.
They're sneaky like
can't.
that.
They
They're
can't.
over.
They can't keep winning.
No, the Mariners are about to hop over them this year forever.
Check into betterlucknextyear.com for our comparison of the M's lineup to your favorite Hollywood celebrities.
It's going to be a real treat for you guys. Yeah, we put a lot of time and effort into that. I think you're going to like it. And then we'll close here in our baseball. Just kind of a quick look at the Mariners lineup, and then who potentially is going to be pitching for us. I think right now we'll just kind of go down the order, and who do we think is going to be batting first? I do think it's going to be Dustin Ackley out there. I think there's no way you can't have him. He's so hot right now. I can feel him there. And Max, who do you think we got second?
You got to go, unless we sign Morales, you got to go Seager batting 2.
Even if we sign Morales, do you bat him too?
It depends. You might put Miller 1. You might bump up Ackley to 2, hit Seager 5 or 6. Yeah, it really does depend.
And 3, I think Alan will give you the most obvious one of 3.
I mean, we got to go with Cano the way it's lining up as of right now.
And then 4, everyone was, this is where you pencil in Corey Hart. He is 3 for 28 right now in spring training.
Ooh, he's got to get that bat going.
Ichiro started 0 for 27 a few years ago. It does not matter.
Yeah, but if you can't hit fastballs down in Arizona,
Ichiro couldn't either. It doesn't matter.
all right.
I hope we're wrong there. But I think that's the guy who's the biggest key for the Mariners. I've been saying it all along. Corey Hart, if he has the season that he's capable of, we are looking pretty good.
Batting 5, we got Smokey with the smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb.
Gold Glover at first base.
That's him. And number 6, I don't know. I don't even know.
We put our center fielder out there?
Who's batting 6?
Capolomo, Logan Morrison.
Logan Morrison?
Ah, yes. Is he the DH then? Yeah. So at 7, that would probably leave us.
We got Franklin to bat someplace.
Franklin's not bad. He probably won't even be on the team. 7 probably puts us.
True. I was thinking Zanino.
Sure,
Maybe.
we'll bet Zanino 7. We still got Brad Miller in the mix too, plus
Yeah,
another
Brad
outfielder.
Miller's.
And Brad Miller's not as bad as Brendan Ryan was, so he doesn't
I think-
necessarily need to be 9th.
So I think Brad Miller's. I think he is 9th though, because that's like your second leadoff guy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bat Felix nice.
Well,
And he does have a
sometimes
grand
that might.
slam.
I honestly believe sometimes that might have made sense last year.
So now we're just missing the 8 hitter. Who's 8-9? Max, you're the baseball guru here.
We're gonna go Miller 9th, and probably the Condor 8th, Michael Saunders.
Michael Saunders, the big lefty power bat, and I'm not sure if you were keeping track at home. That's lefty, 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 righty, lefty, 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 lefty.